boy George, back with another video of mine. Hope everyone's doing well on this Tuesday. Much love to all of you. So today's video, we're going to be talking about Mr. Hairline, also known as Mikel Arteta's tactics from 2019 to 2020 when he first came in charge of Arsenal and he adopted the 3-4-3 formation. And we're going to be explaining why they were so successful. Obviously, they won the FA Cup final, beating Chelsea. They beat Pep Guardiola's men in the semi-finals to reach the FA Cup final, and he also beat Liverpool towards the end of the season when they used the 3-4-3 formation, and they also won the Community Shield as well. So we're going to be breaking down their structure and how they are on this game offensively. And before I even begin, I just want to say this, right? I'm a Chelsea fan, and I didn't like it when Arsenal beat Chelsea, but the way they play from the back, so we're going to be using possession as the offensive style also, because they used to play from the back. They had a lot of patterns from the back as well when they used to play out from Leno. And also the likes of Aubameyang and Pepe, your inverted strikers. And I didn't like it when they played us, man, because they were pressuring us. They also used a man-orientated pressing style as well, so we're going to be breaking that down. So Aubameyang is a left forward, Pepe is a right forward. Obviously, Lacazette, you can use him as a centre forward, but for me, striker. Ceballos is an RDM and Xhaka is an LCM. Now, you can have Xhaka on LDM also, but for me, Ceballos is more of your deep line playmaker, so he's picking up the ball from David Luiz, Holding and Tierney, so he's coming very deep to progress the ball from defence to attack. He's very vital in setting the tempo for this team as well. And obviously, with his ball retention, he's the right player to play in this system. You know, that's what Arteta noticed, and that's why he had a double pivot with Xhaka and Ceballos. Xhaka used to do the same thing as well. Obviously, he used to stay on the edge of the box and utilise his long shots to his advantage. You have Saka, also Maitland-Niles as well, Bellerin, both right mid, both left mid. I just had to explain that quickly. I had to explain the roles and positions for the team before I get into the nitty-gritty of this video. So let's get straight into the instructions now. So Leno, sweeper, keeper. Like I was saying, Arsenal that season were very aggressive from the press. And obviously, anytime you're trying to press, like I say in all my videos that use a pressing style, you need your backline high. So sweeper, keeper for Leno. David Luiz, stay back while attacking. Holding, stay back while attacking. Default settings. Tierney, not play as a striker, join the attack. Now, when Arsenal used to go forward, you had Tierney going forward as well, almost acting as a left back. Now, to implement that on the game is very difficult. So, if you want, join the attack or stay back while attacking. Now, Saka, come back on defense, stay wide. Now, what happens when both of your wing backs or wingers go forward is you create, maybe you're playing against a 4-4-2 on seasons, maybe you're playing against someone that's using a 4-2-3-1 or using a back four. What happens with your team offensively is it turns into a 3-2-5 formation. So now you've got Saka going forward, you've got Bellerin going forward, and now you've created overloads. You've got a 5v4 in the offensive phase, which is good for you, you know, brownie points for you, do you know what I'm trying to say? So Bellerin going forward and Saka going forward as left mid and right mid is very good, and it's vital for you when you go forward. It's just more aggressive when you go forward than having these guys as wing backs in the game. So Bellerin, come back on defense, stay wide. Saka, come back on defense, stay wide. Xhaka, stay back while attacking, cover centre. Ceballos, stay back while attacking, cover centre as well. Now for Xhaka, you can also have stay on the edge of the box or balance. Now for me, probably stay on the edge of the box because he wasn't really making runs into the box like a Lampard would do, or a box-to-box midfielder. He's more of that guy to stay on the edge of the box when there's no options, recycle the ball to him, and you know, like Ceballos, he's setting the tempo, he's breaking the lines of his passing, you know. So stay on the edge of the box for Xhaka. Now Aubameyang and Pepe are both inverted strikers. Now, an inverted striker is someone that cuts in on their strong foot, you know, because they're starting off on the weaker side. So what I mean by that is Pepe's on the right, but he's a left-footed player. Aubameyang's on the left, but he's a right-footed player. So it makes sense for these guys to make inverted runs and cut in on their stronger foot. So Pepe getting behind, drift wide. They used to play Aubameyang on getting behind, so he used to make runs in behind defenses, just like Pepe as well. And sometimes Pepe would come close to receive the ball as well. So balanced for Pepe for attacking runs or getting behind. So drift wide, getting behind, just like Aubameyang, drift wide, getting behind. Lacazette is your false nine, so false nine here. And what happens is when Lacazette comes deeper and drags defenders, that leaves space and gaps in that back four or back five, whatever you're playing against, and that's handy for the likes of Aubameyang and Pepe to run into that space and cause havoc. So that's the tactics for, or the instructions for Arsenal. Now we're going to move on to the tactics. Defensive style, press after lost possession. You want it on 4, you want it on 5. What this promotes now is when you have it higher, when you're pressing, your players spread out on the pitch. So now your wingers are getting close to your fullbacks. So you're just basically spreading out the pitch, which creates that man-to-man orientated press. And that's how Arteta used to press in the 2019 and 20 season. Especially if you watch the final, it's on YouTube right now. They're pressing a man-to-man orientated style. So if you want to create that on this game in a balanced way, 5 or 6. Any higher than that, there's going to be gaps and there's just going to be too much space in between the lines and in the middle. And obviously the middle of the pitch is the most dangerous place to attack. So you need to find some type of balance. So 5 or 6. Now, depth, like I was saying earlier in my video, when you're pressing, you need your line high. So for me, 6. Possession, obviously I used to play from the back, so possession there. The width on 4. Reason why it's on 4 is because you need Aubameyang and Pepe to link up with Lacazette. They play very close to each other that season, and obviously the width is going to come from the wing backs anyway. They're going to be wide because the instruction for these guys is on stay wide, so they're going to create that width anyway. So don't worry about, oh, where's the width coming from? The wingers will give you that width, you know what I mean? But Lacazette, no, not Lacazette, Pepe and Aubameyang are going to help Lacazette, you know, in terms of combination play and stuff like that. So 4 or 3, the width, no, not the width, players in the box, 5 corners, 2 free kicks, personal preference. Now that is pretty much it. That's all I want to talk about. This team actually works, by the way. Like, I've played with this team on ultimate, on career mode. The structure of the play is good in terms of players are actually in their positions, and it works. Actually works defensively. They're not bad, but if you do struggle with balls in behind, maybe you want to drop that line to about 4 or 5. Decent team to use. Now, me personally, if you don't want to use Arsenal, you can use Liverpool because they've got inverted wingers. So you could use Firmino in that false 9 role as well. Let me see now. There's many teams you could use. Any team that has inverted wingers and a false 9 and a deep line playmaker you can use. So maybe a Man City, Sterling, Mahrez and Gabriel Jesus. Deep line playmaker, probably Rodri or Goodogan. They're the teams that really stand out for me at the moment that I can think of. But yeah, man, try this team out for yourself. Arteta's tactics, Arteta, flipping, I don't know what his name is, man. Mr. Hairline, bruv. Arteta, that's his name, man. You know what I mean? I don't rate the guy generally, but, you know, he's doing what he can. He's won a trophy at the end of the day, you know what I mean? But he needs to do bigger and better things next season for this team. Max, they need to get 5th or 6th, man. Any below than that, they're dead, man. Can't even lie. They're dead anyway. That's just me. I like to banter this team. But anyway, man, I'm out. One love. Take care. Peace.